Yep.
Good morning, welcome to Car Rides with Connor. The time is 6:47 a.m. and Friday, October 25th. Yep. Just leave it. That we have.
Okay, so sorry. Having all these moments here.
There's nothing wrong.
I just thought that light, is that light normally on? I didn't notice it.
What not? What light?
There's one in the back I had to inspect. Okay,
sure, it's fine.
We are trying. I am trying to get home earlier today because Ben has traffic court.
First, I thought it was just jury duty. Normally, people who go to court who haven't done anything real bad, it's usually for jury duty.
Right. But alas, Ben has a super speeder ticket.
Sounds more like a felony than a crime.
It's not a felony.
No, but yeah, it is
definitely
dangerous.
Breaking the law. Yeah, it's like reckless driving, kind of.
Yeah.
So he's nervous and he wants me to go to court with him. He's 23. I've never been to court for anything.
Yeah, I mean, granted, when I was younger, I did take a couple of keychains from a shop in Canada, brought them back with me to the States, and I did steal a book once. But in my defense, that was before I knew stealing was wrong.
But the book, I know whatever you took the book, we took that back to the store. Oh, didn't we? The keychain thing I was upset about. I'm sad how dark it is in the morning. There's Miss Lee walking her puppies. At least she has reflective gear on. Thank you, Miss Lee, for wearing reflective gear. I could see her. Okay, so we're off. We're trying to get back so I can get dressed to go to traffic court with Ben. Whoop-de-doo. But today, do we need some sort of like instrumental? Today is our first installment of
Freestyle Friday.
I feel like I want to go. I feel like I hear trumpets going dum 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 dum.
An excerpt, and now an excerpt from Shakespeare's Macbeth.
And guess what, guys? I just want it noted. He has no paper. I do have something I would like you to read too that I sent you because I thought it was cool.
Mom, it has to. Mom, you said it yourself. It had to be a minute long.
Well, it didn't. I don't think yours is going to be a minute. But mine is also just cool. So it's just, it's our first time. Let's just try different things. Okay, I want it noted for this Macbeth stuff. He has no paper in front of him. It is all
up there. Yep, all in here.
All right. When you are ready, welcome to our first segment of Freestyle Friday.
Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Excuse me. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Yeah.
What the heck? What is that excerpt about?
After his wife, spoiler alert, after his wife dies, Macbeth starts to believe that life is meaningless and nothing matters.
So it's a hurt, depressed man speaking.
Well, this play is a tragedy. Yes.
I know. I probably was supposed to read it in high school. I sent you a picture. It's of a black scroll kind of thing.
It's a board.
Okay. Would you read that also for Freestyle Friday?
Charles Swindoll wrote, he said, "The longer I live, the more I realize the impact and attitude of life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what other people think or say or do. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we will embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes.
That is pretty powerful. What do you think of that? What are your thoughts?
Very, very true.
I mean, I really, really want to kind of let that sink in, because it is so true. I had a situation last night, and I also think about, I saw something else where this man was speaking, and he said, you know, he's in control of his own internal feelings and happiness, and that people are going to do what they do and act the way they act. But by giving people the power to change his mood or attitude or the way he behaves and what he is going to do is the ultimate form of slavery, because you're giving that person so much power over your brain and your heart and what goes on internally for you. And why would any of us give that to anybody else? And I was like, wow. So his message is basically like, let people do what they'll do. Let them say what they will say. But don't give them the power to internally change you or change the way you're going to think or react.
All right. Now let's, okay. This
was our first segment of
Freestyle Friday.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Okay, over to viewer comments or traffic and weather. What are we doing?
Okay, here we go.
Traffic, weather, or viewer comments?
Viewer comments.
Yep, you're in the mood for my bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. Omar.
Oh, that's our Omar.
Hey,
That's our Omar.
Omar writes, after this morning, I was under the impression we weren't speaking to each other. So regal.
That was the text you sent me. And he just said, even when you're angry, you're...
Actually, that was...
It's
thought that it was made clear this morning. We are not talking.
Right. And then it just said it was regal. Okay, what else we got? There's multiple comments on that page. I kind of screenshotted it that way today. I think 80s Homegirl has a question for us. Melissa.
The 80s were...
Yeah.
The 80s were the best. Sometimes I wish my son could experience life back then. The music, the movies, and the hair. Ah, yes. Yes. Oh, not to mention in the Reagan years.
Oh, yeah.
That was a golden age to remember. But sadly, those dancing days are done.
And the hair. My hair was so big. You know what I should do? I should probably try to find, what is going on with this person? They're freaking me out. Should I find one of my big hair pictures and bring it into the car?
If you want to, yeah.
That'd be funny. Okay, so then Melissa's, our 80s Homegirl, saying something else.
Okay, let's see. What is your favorite 80s band? Mine was Journey.
Journey was so good. What do you have? Now, I had one that I was crazy for, but...
let's see.
It may shock you.
Yeah? What was it?
I was obsessed with Motley Crue.
I knew it.
Motley Crue. My room, where there was like these magazines. What are they called?
Oh, I especially...
Tiger Beat, or like there was these music...
Oh, hey.
Magazines called? Yeah.
I especially like Motley Crue's song "Kickstart My Heart."
Yeah, I think that's about when Nikki Sixx, the guitarist, overdosed on drugs. And
Oh,
like,
sweet Jesus.
I think that's what inspired the song.
Good grief.
Yeah. So
I don't know, but
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
all things considered, I think my favorite 80s band would be Queen.
Are they considered 80s?
Late 70s, early 80s.
Okay, so you're more of the kind of earlier part of the decade. I feel like mine was more mid to late. Journey was just solid. Well, 80s homegirl, how did you feel about, you know, is it Stephen Perry? Isn't he the lead singer?
I think so.
There was some massive bad blood there. Anyway, but they have this new front man. I think he's this Asian gentleman who is absolutely like a dead ringer for Stephen Perry. Yeah. Well, that was quick. We only had, what, 2 comments. Omar and 80s homegirl, 2 of the regs.
Yep.
2 of our day oneers, I guess we could call them. I don't know if they were day one, but maybe early on. Okay, get the hell out of my car, man. I gotta go.
Okay, yep.
I'm kidding.
Right,
Would I ever really talk to you like that?
No. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and stay classy, planet Earth. Gotta go.
That was me hitting the subscribe button.
Okay.
See?
Okay. Yep. I see that.
Okay. All right. Don't forget your your posse.
Bye, Chewy. Bye, go.
Love you. Oh, there was a customer walking in, so we didn't shout love me. It's all right. I get it. Probably not the move when you're a 25-year-old man getting dropped off from work by your mom. But anyway, Friday. Yay. Crowd goes wild. Hooray for Friday. Yeah, traffic court, you guys. I'm freaking out a little bit. I've never been to court. I've been divorced. Never stepped foot inside of a courtroom. Go figure. I mean, like, jury duty, I've gone once. And I only was in, like, the selection pool. I never even, like, made it to do anything. Which, I'm the kind of person, I think it'd be freaking cool to be a juror. I mean, I'm not saying, but I mean, I do think it would be cool. Because when I was on jury selection, I was married to Connor's dad. So my kids were little, tiny little nuggets. Jack was a baby. Like, seriously, not even. So I think he was like born in October. Well, I know he was born in October. His birthday's tomorrow, everybody. Jack's birthday is tomorrow, 20 years old. It was like January I was called. So, I mean, I'd had like a tiny baby nugget. And so that was kind of what I was like, hey, I don't have childcare. I am a stay-at-home mom. I've got 4 kids. So they were kind of like, you're out of here. But the case was famous around here. It was a woman. She has since committed suicide in jail. It was a woman who poisoned her husband with antifreeze. Well, she was found guilty. At the time, it was alleged that she, and then it was her second husband, and the first husband died under suspicious circumstances. So I think it was like this whole thing, we're going back 20 years now, where they were, I think, going to exhume the first husband's body and do tests. Because, I don't know. I might be getting some of my memory, might be a little foggy with it, but she was all over the news, and I'll never forget, I went in, and she was there in the courtroom when I was just having it. They're like, so-and-so, and I stood up, and I was just like, I have 4 kids, you know. She was standing in the courtroom looking like was like a soccer mom, but I'll never forget, it was the weirdest thing to me. She had a sweater on, it was January, and it was an American flag crocheted on it. And it was just, to me, it was like, it probably was like a Ralph Lauren polo, you know, like that vibe, but it was giant. It was like her entire front of her sweater. But I feel like, remember, like, I feel like Ralph Lauren did a lot of like American flag gear. I think you guys can picture what I'm talking about. It was just this crew neck sweater with American flag on it and her. And I was like, but see, you know, this is why I don't think it's good. Like, she lived in my county, and I feel like I had already kind of thought she did it. I wouldn't have been good, right? You really, I think as a juror, you need to be sort of neutral. I had already had her in my mind when she's guilty of sin. Like, I'd been watching the news. It's terrible. I don't know that I would have been right for her anyway. Turns out she was found guilty, but my hairdresser at the time, her daughter cheered with that girl's daughter, and before her court dates or before whatever, I don't know if she was out on bond, I don't know. I remember this story, getting my hair done, and they were saying how she's not allowed to bring any of the team snacks or drinks for the girls. Up. So I have really weird excerpt memories of that time. But anyway, it was a weird time. But anyway, I did not, thank God, it would have been a murder trial, and that thing went on for a little bit too. So yeah, would have not been good if I'd been picked. So they overlooked me. I think the whole child care thing is what I said. But now I think it would be cool to be a juror. I do. Anyway, sorry. Deep in thought for a second. Yikes. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've got to run into the house. We have to be at the courthouse by 8:30. So what time is it? 7:04. That's usually the time we're leaving. Gonna get my butt home. Gotta figure out, I mean, today honestly would have been a day I would have loved to have thrown a baseball hat on my head for work. But I don't know that that's respectful to wear a baseball hat to court. So I'm feeling a little bit of pressure to do something with this rat's nest this morning. I haven't washed it in a few days, and therefore, but I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. My hair appointment's in the afternoon. We're gonna go with a color balayage kind of look. It's called Brownie Batter. I don't know. I'm a marketing sucker. We just put brown in my hair, and she's like, oh, we're gonna do brownie batter, and I'm like, oh my God, do it. Don't even know what my hair is gonna look like, but I'm on the freaking ride. Let's do it. Like, what is like a brownie batter? Is it balayage? Is that what's happening to me tomorrow? I don't even know what I signed up for. I'm just like, she's been wanting to do this to me since the spring. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're so like flexible and you'd be willing to do stuff. And she was like, you want to do this? I've looked up this thing called Brownie Batter. And I was like, hell yeah. But personally, that sounds like a fall look to me. So we put it on ice. So she's been excited to do it all summer long to me. So I texted her yesterday and I was like, coming in tomorrow for my brownie batter. And she said, I know, so excited. My only request, and I don't want to throw off her vibe, is I think it'd be fun to pop some really dark pieces. You guys are probably bored as shit with this conversation I'm having with myself right now. But I'm going to keep going. I want her to put some, like, almost jet black, but dark pieces in here. Like a rich, dark chocolate brownie batter. So we'll check it out on Monday, yo. We'll see what it looks like. What is my brownie batter hair gonna look like? I'm excited. So the reason I talk about that is I'm not gonna wash my hair today. Not doing it, because it's getting done tomorrow. So I need some witchcraft, I need a wand, I need some shit to go on, because this would have been a hat day in my normal life. But thanks, Ben. I get to go to court with you. He's nervous, and I'm trying to be cool about it, but I'm freaking nervous. Like, I don't even know what to do. So, I mean, I know he's scared. He's like, please come with me. And I'm like, yeah, I got you, boo. And I'm over here like, I'm just as freaking scared, bro. I don't know what we're doing. Just be polite, respectful, and follow the lead of whatever the signs are. That's what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna play it. We're gonna be cool. Okay, I'll follow up with you guys on Monday with brownie batter and let you know how court went. Eek, a little freaked out. I don't have to work this weekend. Praise Jesus. I need some sleep. I need to just not have to get up and go like be on. That feels good. Okay. All right, guys. Koki's here saying bye. And here's Miss Lee with her reflective gear. I should have stopped and thanked her for that, because been respectful and put positive reinforcement behind the behavior you'd like to see increase, which is people wearing reflective gear when they walk in the dark. Okay, shut up, please. Love you, mean it. You guys have an awesome weekend. We will be back here on Monday with loads of follow-ups, and thanks for indulging our Freestyle Friday. Love you. Bye.